Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Before this video starts, I just want to give a shout out to, of course, my wonderful members. The Battle of Paper Official, Jesse HOH, Plush Anime Game Adventures, Enchanted Stones, Vanilla Beans, Spacey Demoto, NASA YT, Jster, Levi OC, and David Hero. Thank you guys so much for the extra support. Now back to the video.
And even now blue is always here, and even now blue it shines so clear. I don't need a prayer or even words to say. No matter what I do, I'll never reach your answer. Colors of summer are fields on my heart, and rolling red dot from my cheeks is the silent love to start. The words have you are stuck, it just feels like a curse that I can't contain. Will the two of us meet again? I wish I told you back then. My hands will feel wide to red as time flies with this galaxy so fast about me.
Hey guys, it's your boy TDI Fan 2024, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about this movie that I just watched. That is right, I just got done watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I bet you can tell based on how the tone of my voice is right now, this movie was so freaking good. This movie is peak, one of the highlights of 2024 so far, and obviously since I watched it, I'm going to be giving you guys my own thoughts of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So before I watched this movie, the Saturday before last Saturday, I watched Sonic 1, or rewatched Sonic 1 to prep myself for this film. And then last Thursday, I watched Sonic 2 to prep myself, rewatched it anyway. And now that I saw Sonic 3, of course, me and my brother, we had to get tickets for opening night. We were so excited to watch this movie since we found out it was going to happen. Not just before that, but all the way back when we went to go watch Sonic 2 when it came out. And that credit scene that showed Shadow, that was the moment that we were like very hyped. We were so hyped that we were like, we got to see Sonic 3 right now as soon as it comes out. And so we did. We just saw it tonight. Tonight was opening night for it, at least here in North America. And we finally saw it. And I had to tell you guys, this movie, it was a treat. If you're a Sonic fan, you're going to love it. If you enjoy these Sonic movies, you're going to love it. This one, hands down, is the best of the three. It pretty much has less of the things that can get a bit repetitive and are not really as good in these Sonic films. Like the whole human bits, if you know what I mean, with the human characters in the movie. Specifically from Sonic 2, that whole wedding moment was just very unnecessary. But in this movie, like, sure, there's still some of it, but it's not as repetitive, and they don't, like, extend it too long like they did with Sonic 2. So they already fixed that situation for this film. And obviously this movie has Shadow. It's based off the Sonic Adventure 2 game, which many would consider to be the best Sonic game. So like, you already know that they were going to go all out with this movie, and they did. They delivered. The hype is real. The big moments are huge. Honestly, I am going to go into spoiler territory at sometime around the end of this video, but I'll let you guys know then. Here's my spoiler-free reviews. Here's my spoiler-free thoughts. This movie is peak. Like I said, if you love Sonic, you're gonna love this movie. The moments are so great. The big moments anyway. The character development and all that jazz is great. They give each of the main characters a lot more to do in this movie, which is awesome, obviously. And the fights are great. The comedy is great. Jim Carrey playing two characters this time around. All of the bits that we got with Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik were just laugh out loud moments. Like, I cracked up every time when those two were together. They were that good. Jim Carrey was at his peak when it comes to his comedic acting in this film. And of course, there was also a lot of emotional moments here, which is great. Specifically around the last half, like, I was like, damn, they really went that far. Like, this movie's rated PG, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be completely kiddish and all that, like the first two films. This one, they go dark, and I'm glad they did, because the story they're adapting is pretty dark when it comes to the Sonic games. So I'm glad that they did not hold back with, going a bit further than what you would expect for a kids film. So I'm very glad, and I give them my respect for that 100%. And the music is on point, so like, it's great. Even that Jelly Roll song, at first I was like, why? But after listening to it nonstop on the car ride home, I'm like, you know what? It's growing on me. It's growing on me. And obviously, the CGI is great. The effects are great. The stakes are even higher in this film. This movie is just such a great movie. So good that I'm going to watch it again this weekend with my family because they haven't seen it. It's just me and PGB who saw it. But we're going to go as a whole family this weekend. So I'm going to see it again. And who knows? I'll probably like it even more the second time around or less. Either way, right now, as it stands, this movie is so good. I loved it to bits. I loved every moment of it. I did not want it to end. It was that good. This was such a great movie and such a treat for the holidays. What a way to pretty much end the year off. I know there are still some other movies that I may watch before the year ends, but this movie is going to be one of the huge movies, or one of the big movies, one of the last big movies anyway, that I'll be seeing this year. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm ending the year for the bane. Sonic 3, so hyped. And if you've been living under a rock, you already know that, or you probably don't know that they are just announced Sonic 4 today. So I'm even more excited because of those credit scenes. There are credit scenes. There's a mid-credit scene and there's a post-credit scene. So if I were you, stay all the way to the end, even past the credits, because you're not going to want to miss what they reveal in those credit scenes. So yeah, those are honestly my spoiler 3 thoughts. Now I'm going to go into spoiler territory. So if you have not seen the movie yet and don't want any spoilers, now you should click away. And once you watch the movie, come back. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Eggman pissed on the moon. Okay, well, we saw that from the trailer, but bro, the movies, I mean, the spoilers, like, damn, this movie gave us a lot. Of course, Super Shadow was just very nice. Honestly, my favorite moment from the movie was when Shadow went super, because, like, come on, that was great. And the audience that was with me was great for the most part. Of course, there were some families, and you know how families are in theaters, which isn't really great. But when it comes to, like, the Sonic fans, they were cheering. Like, every huge reveal and moment of this movie, there was this group of people that sat in front of me, and they were cheering nonstop. They were fangirling over these moments. And I was like, I'm here with the right people, you know? That was the kind of reactions that I wanted to see, or that I want to see a lot of when coming to the movies, which we don't really see most of it. The last, like, movie I watched that had major reactions, honestly, the only one I could think of was Spider-Man No Way Home. Or then again, Sonic 2, when they did reveal Shadow at the end. There was a reaction. It wasn't huge, but there was some chatter, you know, because everyone loves Shadow. But yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home was like the last huge movie that got a major reaction when they revealed the other 2 Spider-Man, of course. And this movie, when I saw it, it had major reactions through and through, so I was happy with that. And yeah, Super Shadow, like, and of course the entire fight between Sonic and Shadow was great. And when they went dark, they did went dark. For a second, they pretty much made it look like Donut Lord died. And that's what made Sonic decided to throw out his morals and become serious, which is what we love to see. Because in these movies, Sonic is mostly like a goofball. He's mostly a goofy character, but he goes hard when it comes to him turning to, you know, a little bit on the dark side. Like, he went hard, he went serious, he did not hold back, he was pissed, and that was great to see that side of Sonic. It was awesome. And his fight with Shadow was just awesome. And them turning super was a cherry on top, and then when they had to team up to stop that whole weapon from destroying the world, of course, you know what they played, Live and Learn. That was just so awesome. I'm so glad they played that song. That was just the cherry on top. That entire fight scene, that entire segment was just perfect for Sonic fans and for fans of the movie. I had a giant smile on my face when I was watching that scene. That was by far my favorite part of the entire film. And obviously all the references was great too, but that moment obviously was just my favorite moment, of course. And at the end, it did look like Dr. Eggman did kick the bucket, but knowing Eggman, he's gonna return somehow. Especially with that credit scene. Like, the first mid-credit scene that showed Metal Sonic, we all expected that. And Amy Rose, we also expected that. I'm so excited to see how they're gonna pull this off, because, I mean, at this point, I think we already know what Sonic 4 is gonna be. Amy and Metal Sonic, that's pretty much going to lead to, I believe, Sonic Heroes. So, you know what that means. We're also going to see Cream, Big, the Chaotix, Omega, Rouge. I'm excited. I'm so excited for 2027. Or, yeah, because that's when Sonic 4 drops. But yeah, and then also the post-credit scene, which showed that Shadow survived, which we all pretty much expected. And I'm hoping that it also teases like a little spin-off like they did with Knuckles. I would love a Shadow spin-off. And if they do make a Shadow spin-off, they better play I Am All of Me, because that's like hands down my favorite song that Crush 40 made for Sonic. So I would love for them to play that. They played Live and Learn, so anything is possible. And yeah, this movie was just such a blast. I loved it a lot. If I were to rate it out of 10, hands down, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I'm really thinking, I'm actually thinking hard if I would consider this to be my favorite movie of the year, because this movie had quite a few great films. Like recently I watched Look Back, and that was amazing. And then there was also The Wild Robot, also amazing. And then Sonic 3. Like, of course, when it comes to saying if Sonic 3 is a masterpiece, well, my bias aside, I might not say that, but with my bias, I would 100% say that Sonic 3 is a masterpiece. Hands down, it is definitely the best of the 3 Sonic movies they made, and I really hope they amp up their game to make Sonic 4 even better, because so far this whole movie franchise gets progressively better as the movies go on. So let's hope Sonic 4 will keep that pattern going, I should say. And yeah, the acting was great too. Ben Schwartz, James Marsden, Idris Elba, Keanu Reeves as Shadow. I mean, we all knew he was going to do great. And of course, the emotional moments hit with Shadow's backstory, him and Maria. Like, it was pretty sad. Not enough to get me to cry, but it was still sad. And yeah, what else should I say? This movie is so good. Like, I'm going to sleep good tonight because I watched Sonic 3. That's a fact. And I'm so excited to watch it again. It's a really good movie. I'm going to see it twice in the same week. That's how good it is. So, yeah, hands down, one of the best movies of the year, in my opinion. I can't wait to see how it'll rank when I do my 2024 movie ranking. But as of now, it's definitely going to be up there. So, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. What a movie. What a treat. If you haven't seen it, you definitely got to see it, because this movie is so good. You're not going to want to miss it out. Or you're not going to want to miss out and watch it on the big screen. I highly recommend it. And if you have seen it, what are your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, like I said, I don't even know what the next movie I'm going to watch is. I don't know if I'll see Mufasa. I'm not excited for it at all, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I do want to watch Y2K. I don't know if I'll have time for that. And A Complete Unknown looks good. So it'll be one of those movies. If I end up seeing another movie next week, we'll see what's up. But yeah, thanks for watching this review. This is one of the longest reviews. As you can see, I had a lot to talk about. This movie is peak, and I'm so excited to see what's next for the Sonic movie installment, because with those credit scenes, I already know they're going to go all out. It's going to be great. It's like, this movie was massive, but I can tell that the next movie is going to be even more massive, and I am all ready. I'm all down for that. So Sonic 3, such a great movie. Definitely watch it whenever you get the chance, because you are in for a treat. And that's all I got to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this long review, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.